Well, the obvious question, I guess, is you might expect us to ask, why was it, what happened later in the game? What did you guys do in the third period that was different than the first two? Because really, possession-wise, it seemed like you guys had it the whole period.
Yeah, no, we didn't play good. Overall, it was not a good game from us today. I don't know, could be from last night, could be the travel, but it doesn't matter. We should be better than we played today. So we didn't have a really good start. They were the better team, and then and second period and third period was much better, but still that's not our standard. So, but we take the win and try to learn from that and try to move on.
Seemed like earlier in the year when you got behind, and you've talked about this, confidence wasn't there to come back. The last two nights against a team that was behind you in the standings, you guys were able to, even though it wasn't maybe your best game, get 2 points both nights.
Yeah, no, that's important too, right? It's winning kind of those kind of games, and I told the guys, sometimes you're not feeling it, but you still have to find a way to win games and try to push yourself too, to be the best you can be that night. And again, it's something we have to learn, and we shouldn't be in that position today. I thought going into a shootout, but I'm glad we came back the way we did, and won the shootout again. So we take those points, and especially this weekend, coming back from the break, and so I'm happy with that.
When you're in a situation like tonight, coming off of the way you guys had won last night, and you go to the overtime or you go to the shootout, what's the vibe kind of like on the bench? Is it like a here we go again, or is it feeling even more confidence after last night's win?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I mean, I think it definitely helps when you win in shootout. And today, you could tell the bench was. They knew who was up today and who's going to be the shooter and who's going to be next, and they also knew someone will get it done, and that's exactly what happened.
I mean, we talked about it last night. Your goaltenders, Matty V, 4 for 4 in the shootout. I mean, obviously that's a huge key to getting those points, is having your goalies feeling good in those situations.
Yeah, absolutely. And Matty was just like Cal yesterday. They both played outstanding the last couple of days, and especially when the night doesn't go that well, like especially today, we need good goaltending. And Matty was all rested, and thank God, and he gave us a chance, and he also gave us the win and the 2 points.
What have you seen from Matty this year, and the way that he has handled the situation that he's in, and then obviously taking full advantage of opportunities like tonight?
Yeah, no, he. I didn't really know him. Yes, I knew him as a person, and he's a very good guy, happy guy. He's a good teammate, and but I didn't really know how he is in that, and he's been really good. I'm actually, I don't know, surprised is the right word, but I'm positive surprised, I would say. That he's that calm in that. I think he had a little bit of stretch in November, December. He didn't look the same, but he came out of it now again in January, and he's very calm, and I think guys feel it. So that's good. We give him a lot of credit, and he works really hard on his game. He wants to get better too. So and those kind of wins. Definitely will help his confidence as well.
Wasn't a part of the early part of the game, but special teams was big later in the game, and we talk about it all the time, but a big 5-on-3 kill for you guys, and you did get a power play goal just at the last second there.
Yeah, big kill, because of we were trying to come back in this game, and we scored a goal, so there was a 2-1, and then we had to kill a 5-on-3, so that was huge. Guys did a great job on it, and power play was not like 5-on-5. It was not our best day. So we had a chance to put him aside in a third period. We didn't, and special teams PK has been actually pretty good lately. But power play, yes, we scored on the end, but we definitely need to be better.
You guys come back from the break with kind of a tough situation, 2 games in 24 hours on the bus trip. So how important is this next week really, where you get a few days in between games, in between 2 good opponents?
Yeah, I don't know what's better. Sometimes I feel like if you look at the last couple of months, we had so many games, but we were in it. We didn't practice very much. We just played the game, and we played the game the right way. So it actually fit us well. If you look at the Kings too, right, same thing. When they had a lot of games, they played the best game down the stretch, and all of a sudden they get a break, and all of a sudden they struggle. So, and it seems like with us too. So hopefully those little breaks, it's not going to hurt us. But we're trying to try to get the best out of it and try to stay on course. We still want to push harder, and we still want to try to get better, and till right to the end.
You just mentioned the Kings, so I was going to bring them up anyway. I know that they haven't even finished playing. I think they're up like 6-0 right now, so having a good night. But it's a big night for the franchise, and for you not being able to be there. I'm sure it would have been great if we were home or if we didn't have a game. But I mean, it's a big night for the franchise. Obviously, knowing Dustin pretty well. Were you guys following along, trying to see what was going on with the ceremony? And obviously, a big part of your coaching career was coaching him.
Yeah, no, we watched the whole thing. I was coach this year. It was a very special moment, like you said, for organization, for the team, for the LA Kings, and especially for him. So I had the pleasure to play with him 10 years ago, or even longer. And then also I coached him as well, and played. When I played in San Jose, I played a lot against him too. So no, he's a king, and that's why he got this his jersey up in under the roof today, and for a reason. And I don't know, I can't say good things about him. He's just a good hockey player, a good pro who had to learn too how to survive in this league and how to be the best in this league, and he did it in an old-fashioned way by playing hard, playing hurt, playing tough, and was very proud to be a LA King every day and every night. So there's not too many players who can say that, and so no, it was a very nice moment, a very cool moment today, and happy for him because he deserved everything about it.
There's a lot of players that are coming through the doors here that you're coaching now that kind of got a little experience with him. You're playing with him for maybe a couple games a season. Even a guy like Jacob Overari who got called up, he got to be there, be part of it today. How important is it for younger players to kind of play with a guy like that and kind of learn from him and early in their career?
Yeah, no, and that's why my last 3-4 years, I was trying to tell the young guys, especially the young guys, I'm trying to tell them how good a guy like Dustin Brown was. He was end of his career, he was still a good player, but we all know he was not the same like 10 years ago, right? And what is normal. And I don't think they don't even have a clue how good he actually was and how big he meant for this organization and this team. And to see that today, especially with Tuna, and hopefully some other guys can see it too, and especially the guys who even on the team right now. And I think today they realized, okay, he was the man, right? And no, he was one of a kind, and on the ice and off the ice, and I hope they got something out of it, because he was an old school guy who had to learn a lot of things, but he did it his way and he had to work for it. And that kind of style of players you don't see that much anymore. So hopefully some guys get something out of it. And like I said today, I told the guys, you got to push yourself every day. And this guy did it, and he was proud to be a LA King. So that's even more special.